Have you ever heard of chikungunya? It's a word that may sound unusual, but it represents a serious health threat that is affecting lives worldwide. Spread by mosquitoes, chikungunya is a viral disease that has caused millions of infections across the globe. In 2025 alone, approximately 240,000 cases have been reported in 16 countries, with nearly 90 confirmed deaths. If you live in or travel to warm climates, or even urban areas with standing water, this is a topic that could impact you directly. Today, we explore the origin, symptoms, transmission, treatment, and prevention of chikungunya, and why it's become a growing public health concern. The US CDC has elevated its travel advisory to Level 2 for Guangdong Province, China, due to a fast-growing chikungunya outbreak. Travelers are urged to use insect repellent, wear long sleeves, and stay in screened or air-conditioned spaces. Those over 60 should consider vaccination options. Major outbreak in southern China. Guangdong Province, particularly Foshan, has seen more than 7,000 confirmed cases since mid-June 2025. Some cities have enforced quarantines reminiscent of COVID-19-era policies. Control measures include drone surveillance to detect breeding sites, fines for stagnant water sources, and a release of larva-eating elephant mosquitoes. Despite the scale, most hospitalized individuals recover within a week. WHO sounds alarm on global reemergence. The WHO warns that chikungunya is resurging following patterns seen during the 2004-05 epidemic. In 2025, large outbreaks have been confirmed across Reunion Island, Mayotte, and Mauritius. Europe has also recorded dozens of locally acquired cases, including in southern France and Italy. The agency estimates 5.6 billion people in 119 countries are at risk. Spike in India. Mumbai experienced a dramatic rise in mosquito-borne diseases in July. Chikungunya cases jumped from 21 to 129, a nearly 500% increase in just 1 month. Dengue and malaria also surged. Fortunately, no deaths have been reported so far. The early monsoon rains and stagnant water are blamed for the rapid spread. In Madhya Pradesh, earlier in 2025, chikungunya numbers nearly matched 2020 totals by the end of March. Co-infections with dengue complicated diagnosis and treatment, underlining gaps in prevention efforts. Vaccine safety updates. Concerns have emerged around vaccination safety. In May 2025, the European Medicines Agency, EMA, temporarily paused the live attenuated vaccine exchange for people over 65 after reports of serious adverse events, including 2 deaths. These restrictions have since been lifted following further investigation. A second vaccine, Chikungunya, based on virus-like particles and with fewer safety concerns, is now approved in the EU for individuals aged 12 and up. What is chikungunya? Chikungunya is a viral disease transmitted to humans by infected mosquitoes, primarily the Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus species. The name chikungunya comes from the Makan language, spoken in Tanzania and Mozambique, and means that which bends up, referring to the stooped posture of sufferers due to intense joint pain. The disease was first identified in 1952 during an outbreak in southern Tanzania. Since then, chikungunya has caused multiple epidemics in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. It is known for its rapid spread and painful symptoms. What makes chikungunya particularly notable is its intense joint pain, which can linger long after the fever has subsided. While it is rarely fatal, the virus can severely affect the quality of life, especially in older adults or individuals with pre-existing health issues. How is it spread? Chikungunya is spread through the bite of an infected mosquito. The 2 main vectors are Aedes aegypti, primarily found in urban environments and active during the day. Aedes albopictus, also called the Asian tiger mosquito, is adaptable and found in both urban and rural settings. When a mosquito bites a person already infected with chikungunya, it becomes a carrier after a 7 to 10-day incubation period. Once infected, the mosquito can transmit the virus for the rest of its life. Chikungunya is not spread directly from person to person. Human-to-human transmission is not possible without the mosquito as an intermediary. However, areas with high mosquito populations can see rapid transmission once a single case is introduced. International travel, urbanization, and climate change have all played a role in the spread of chikungunya. Warmer temperatures and increased humidity create ideal breeding grounds for mosquitoes, leading to more frequent and widespread outbreaks. Symptoms of chikungunya. Symptoms typically appear 4 to 8 days after a person is bitten by an infected mosquito. In some cases, symptoms may develop as early as 2 days or as late as 12 days post-exposure. Common symptoms include sudden high fever, severe joint pain, particularly in hands, wrists, ankles, and feet, muscle pain and stiffness, headache, skin rash, fatigue and exhaustion, nausea and vomiting. While the fever usually lasts between 2 and 7 days, joint pain can persist for weeks or months. Some individuals may experience chronic arthritis-like symptoms that mimic rheumatoid arthritis. Though deaths from chikungunya are rare, they do occur. In 2025, around 90 deaths have been reported, mostly among infants, elderly individuals, and people with underlying health conditions. Complications such as neurological disorders, heart inflammation, and liver damage can occur in severe cases. Diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosing chikungunya is primarily based on clinical symptoms and travel history, particularly if the patient has visited regions experiencing outbreaks. Laboratory tests include RT-PCR, detects viral RNA during the first week of infection. ELISA identifies chikungunya-specific IgM and IgG antibodies. There is currently no antiviral treatment specifically for chikungunya. Management focuses on relieving symptoms. Recommended treatments include rest and hydration, paracetamol, acetaminophen to reduce fever and pain, anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen after ruling out dengue. In severe cases with prolonged arthritis, treatment may include corticosteroids and physiotherapy. Patients are advised to avoid aspirin and nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, until dengue is excluded to prevent bleeding complications. Prevention. Since there is no cure, prevention remains the most effective way to combat chikungunya. Key strategies include 1. Use mosquito repellents with DEET, picaridin, or oil of lemon eucalyptus. 2. Wear long-sleeved shirts and long pants, especially during daylight hours. 3. Install screens on doors and windows to keep mosquitoes out. 4. Use bed nets, particularly in areas with ongoing transmission. 5. Eliminate standing water from containers, plant saucers, and gutters. Community-based mosquito control efforts are also critical. This includes fumigation, larviciding, and public health campaigns to raise awareness. In late 2023, the U.S. FDA approved IXCHIQ, the first chikungunya vaccine for adults at risk. This live, attenuated vaccine is a significant step forward in preventing the disease, especially in endemic areas. Impact on daily life. Living with chikungunya can be a long and painful ordeal. Many patients report feeling fatigued for months. The joint pain can become chronic, affecting mobility, productivity, and quality of life. Some patients require physical therapy, anti-inflammatory medications, or even psychological support. Post-chikungunya arthritis can be disabling, especially in older adults. Family members and caregivers often bear the additional burden of providing support during recovery. The economic impact is significant, particularly in low-income communities. What you can do: if you live in an area where chikungunya is common or are traveling to one, take mosquito precautions seriously. Educate your community about preventing mosquito breeding. Seek medical attention if you develop symptoms. Prevent further mosquito bites if you're infected to stop the cycle. Support vaccination efforts where available. Your individual actions can help protect not just yourself, but your family and community. Chikungunya may not dominate global headlines, but it is silently affecting millions. With increasing global travel, changing climates, and expanding mosquito habitats, its threat continues to grow. Quick summary here. Latest outbreak hotspot is in Guangdong Province, China. Confirmed cases is over 7,000. Travel advisory. According to CDC, it is level 2 alert. Vaccine updates. The Outbreak is restricted for elderly. Chikungunya is newly authorized. Who concern? Global reemergence, and with millions at risk. From India News, Mumbai saw a 500% rise in Chikungunya cases in July. Outbreaks also in Madhya Pradesh. These developments signal a renewed global threat. If you're traveling or living in affected regions, take precautions seriously. Stay informed and prepared. Through awareness, prevention, and scientific advances like vaccination, we can reduce its impact. Stay informed, stay protected, and always be mosquito-wise. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth health stories. Until next time, stay safe and healthy.